the earlier we um, do what we need to do, the earlier we can get home on time. We can start rebuilding our ancient ruins that the westernization project destroyed. So help us to share. It's not a popularity contest. It's all about trying to do right for our children. We don't have 100 years to live. A lot of us are in our 60s, 70s, 80s, and we are not young anymore. Americans will say you're not a spring chicken. You're not a spring chicken. So leaving just money is not enough because our people get confused about money. Oh, I have money. I'm leaving money for my kids. Yeah, but if you leave money for your kids and they're in an environment where they are not thriving, you and your money will be lost. There will be nothing that come of it. So that's why we're trying to build a place that is sustainable for the widows, for the orphans, for everyone, so that the society can thrive. That's how a society thrives, not just you packing money for your children and walking away. Yeah, the society can even render them useless. So help us to share this information around. And if you need further information, let us know. We are authors of some summarizing things. We can summarize it for you. We can give you further information. We can come to your association and talk to your members. So, however way that you will like it is what we want to do. So, help us to share and um, like. We heard that as you're liking the show, it kind of like help to disrupt their algorithm. So they are doing a serious blocking so that people will not get the information that they need. The work is going on. Oh, by the way, we want to get a shout out to our food soldiers at work, at home, doing the great work. We thank you. We appreciate you. We see the progress. Thank you so much. Your work will not go in vain. And
See?
complete this project. So thank you so much. So our topic goes to the Nina's proposition, the only antidote to serial abuse of Africans. Nina's proposition, the only antidote to the serial abuse of Nigerians, of Africans especially. An elder does not sit at home, according to an Igbo adage, an elder does not sit at home and watch a tethered goat deliver. And we're going to explain further about that. The ancestors of the indigenous ethnic nations in the defunct Nigerian Federation were wise enough to warn that it is the mark of a good elder to pay keen attention to the events in his household, even to the point of how animals deliver their young. In other words, it is a mark of callousness and recklessness for elders to sit comfortably watching a restrained and restricted animal deliver her young. Unfortunately, today's elders have done exactly that, and even worse, not once or twice, but severally, without any remorse or repentance. They have not only allowed tethered goats to deliver, they have also watched their tethered children deliver and nurse their babies while they hypothetically peddle all sorts of religious dogmas, belief, and excuses. It is disheartening reality that these elders, entrusted with safeguarding the well-being and future of their communities, have failed to fulfill their sacred duties. They have disregarded the cries of justice, equity, and even self-determination echoing throughout the land. Instead of championing the aspiration of their people, they have chosen complacency and inaction, allowing oppressive systems and structures to persist. Their negligences has gone beyond mere observation, is more of conscious choice by them to maintain the status quo, perpetuating a cycle of subjugation and marginalization. By ignoring the struggles and aspirations of their children to be free from oppression, they undermine the essence of familiar and communal bonds. In their failure to act, they become complicit in perpetuating injustice, denying their descendants the freedom and opportunity that they deserve. These elders must realize that the hour of reckoning has arrived. The NINA's multi-regional referendums represent a beacon of hope, an opportunity to break free from chains of oppression and chart a new course towards self-determination. It is therefore time for them to shed their complacency and discard their excuses and embrace the call for change. Therefore, we implore these elders to join us in this historic movement, not as a passive observers, but as active participants in shaping a future where our children and our grandchildren can thrive. The proposed referendums aims to restore power to indigenous ethnic nationalities, allowing them to determine their destinies, safeguarding their cultural heritage, and building a prosperous society based on justice and equity. These elders must remember the profound wisdom that was passed by our ancestors. So we challenge them to fulfill their role or their roles as true guardians of their communities, ensuring that no longer will they watch from the sideline as their people suffer. Together, we can create a legacy of empowerment and liberation that will resonate for generations. So today, we invite these elders and all the stakeholders of indigenous ethnic nationalities in Nigeria and Africa to join us as we continue to mobilize and prepare our citizens for the NINA's proposed multi-regional referendums that will unshackle the destiny of our children, born and unborn. So you can see things have been happening for years. Our elders are there speaking from both sides of their mouth. They are confused. They are taking bribes. They are selling our lands to our enemies. It's all about them getting something out of the system. They are no longer the good custodians that their ancestors expect them to be. They are allowing our children to leave their ancestral home and go and die in Mediterranean Sea, and they are okay with that. They are allowing our children to be lost to the system. A lot of our boys have been killed with impunity and nobody is asking questions. People like the World Igbo Congress are supposed to be the most educated groups. They are here speaking from both sides of their mouth and even supporting terrorism in our land. So you see, we have problem in our hands. So we are going to pull up today's video and dive into our topic for the day. Please continue to help us to share and like and all the things that we need to do to get this going. Sister, go ahead and add.
Trying to unmute myself. Yes, we really need to take responsibility because this job is for us. We're talking about our lives, our destiny, our children, our resources, our assets. There's no reason why we'll be so blessed. Africa is so blessed, yet Africans are the poorest all over the world. It is not does not add up. So today we'll discuss with you for you to understand that you need to be part of this job. This is not what you say, oh, these people, let them be doing, and then we'll do, let them be doing.
Yeah, let them be doing. That
Maybe
is the
some
right
will
word.
come and say, hey, Ninas, nobody knows Ninas, so tell Nina that nobody knows them so
Oh,
that they
I
will
know
go and
Tony.
do.
I've been following Tony for 50 years. I know
Yes,
him. I've been following him for. Okay, what is the Nina's proposition? No, that's not what we are talking about. Okay, what is it that Nina is asking Nigeria to do? No, but I've been following Tony. Hell, it's 2023. Can we have mercy on ourselves? Mm. You're following a man and you cannot say in simple terms what the man is all about. That you're following him and you know him from 20 million years ago. Hmm. It's sad. We have children to protect. If not for anything, think about your children because it looks like a lot of you don't care anymore. So I am going to pull up the PowerPoint for the
no,
day.
the video, the first video, there's a short video.
Oh,
I'll key us into as a is it Mulumba? What is his name?
yeah, yeah, Molumba.
Yeah, so he put this topic in a very like sharp way. Yeah, and interesting. You know how he talks like he's singing. So so we'll just play it briefly before we now play Bratoni's own. and then this continue the discussion.
Yes, my dear.
I pray that Malumba's one will play as well because it's very short and melodious.
I'm moving ahead of my time here.
Yeah.
Be a good night's sleep. Okay, close. Oh, it's already playing. Um, Let me see here. They came.
They abuse us. Then the Dutch came, we welcomed them, they abuse us. Then the Italians came, we welcomed them, they abuse us. Then the Germans came, we welcomed them, they abuse us. Then the French came, we welcomed them, they abuse us. Then the English came, we welcomed them and they abused us. Then the Indians came, we welcomed them and they abused us.
Mhm.
Then the Lebanese came, we welcomed them, they abused us. Now the Chinese are coming, we are welcoming them and they're abusing us.
Hmm. Tell them, my brother.
We must stop this. And we can only stop this through self-realization.
Tell them, my brother. Tell them this man has been shouting for the past million years now, trying to wake Africans up. Even turn his voice into music so you can actually turn it on and be listening.
Mm-hmm.
Very good, cool, charming music for those of us in TK.
Ndị TK. Sabon TK.